relatively that speedy.
Relatively aren't
Ignore the 207 mph. That's a lie.
207
It's a
fucking
lie.
4.3 seconds to 0 and 100.
I mean, I can put it on something a little
No, you're
slower.
fine. I'm just giving you shit.
You can go with some GT5.
Dude, I can just bring the Porsche.
That's what I was gonna do. I like the Porsche. Somewhere Ranik just like turned his head and said, "Did somebody just say they like the Porsche?"
Yeah.
Because every time,
Rannick's fucking flinching in his seat.
every time we would talk about something and mention a Porsche, I would be like, "Ugh, I hate Porsche. They all drive terrible."
Did Lolly just say he likes the Porsche?
It's like, my gosh, somebody just said they like the Porsche. This can't stand. Someone, let's see. Someone near me is selling 2 of these Porsches for like $1,000 total.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? These aren't even the ones that people like.
Well, $1,000 is relatively cheap for 2 cars.
Oh, 1,000.
Yeah.
Oh. I thought you said way more. I thought you meant like 10,000 or something.
There was a dealership down in Houston that had like this car for sale, and it was almost $1 million.
Oh god, hold on, wait. There we go. Okay. Oh, that's right. I got to shift now.
Yep.
Not automatic.
You also got downshift.
Oh, went into neutral. We're good. We're good. Saved it. Saved it.
See, these cars aren't very fast on the get up and go. They don't got that accelerations, that torque, as they call it.
Oh.
No, somewhere.
There we go. Don't remind me. I'm just fighting the wheel. You're fine.
So somewhere in Houston, like a dealership had one of these, like race spec 924s for sale, and it
Really?
costs $1 million. Yeah.
Oh. No, fuck.
Don't hit the gravel.
Yeah, I don't know what I just did. I was going fine, and then all of a sudden the wheel just like freaked out and pulled me hard left.
That doesn't sound good.
I'm wondering if I maybe slid it and hit the back.
It's a possibility. When you want to restart, just let me know.
No, we're good. We're good.
Just get the hang of it then. I know it took me a while to get the hang of it whenever I first was with Ranak. Minus the very first race where somehow I beat him. He was confused, and then I proceeded to not know how to do anything after that.
Because I'm sure the other problem is that I need to figure out shifting. You know?
A good thing about this car is that it does have the shift light indicator on the dash, so if you want to go by
it does!
that, yeah, so that's
I should look at that.
That's really good for knowing when you need to hit an upshift. The best way I can say with the downshift is if you can
Good luck.
at your... It's more like you just got to get a feel for it and get the timing down. It's usually like if you drop below 2,000 of your max, you can go down a gear. But I don't, it's hard to recommend, like, oh, I went down from 7,000 to 5,000, I should downshift, because downshifting actually wastes time. And so sometimes it's better just to let your RPM fall a little bit farther than it is to downshift and then have to subsequently upshift again. So it's really just about finding what's the best time to brake. Way too hard. Also,
I think I'm getting it though. I mean, the other thing is that I'm not letting the wheel throw my hands around now. I'm fighting it now.
There you go.
You know how I said like it felt like the game was trying to play itself?
Yeah.
I think I understand what was happening when I said that. I think it's just that I wasn't fighting the wheel, you know?
Right.
I was kind of being like, "Oh yeah, that's the direction I need to go in." So I let the wheel just kind of fucking throw me.
I'm sitting here trying to break my engine now because I'm looking at the tachometer.
Oh?
Yeah. Looking to see how, like, a problem is the difference in your RPM when you downshift varies, like, according to, like, just the car or the transmission gearing you have
Yeah.
or the final drive you have or how big your wheels are.
A lot of
So-
things matter.
Yeah, so it's really,
Drifting.
with the car you're driving, you just gotta get used to it.
Ow.
Oh, if you want drifting, I can get us drifting after this.
No. That hurt my thumb.
Oh, did the wheel come back and whack you?
I think I hit a curb or something, and the game decided that while I was trying to make my left turn, my wheel needs to be maxed out left turn. And I think it like full force left on it, and I was like, oh, okay, my thumb is still like on the grip.
So, what is the is it like a T-spoke design for your wheel?
Yeah.
Are you holding it like a 10 and 2 or a 3 and 9 grip?
10 and 2, but my thumbs are like over the T.
So if it's a T, then that should be a 3 and 9 grip.
Oh, I guess, yeah, you could say that.
Well, yeah, okay, I just wanted to make sure, because that's how you should be holding it.
Yeah, you use your ring fingers for the gear shifters.
I'll just use almost all my fingers other than my thumb.
Holy shit. Give me 100% force feedback, my arms are gonna be fucking cake.
You built a muscle, I'm not gonna lie to you. I think that's the only reason this game's the only reason I have forearm muscle.
I'll be honest, the other thing, I think I need to do a little modification to the pedals if I'm gonna use this setup more. And also my fucking chair.
Yeah, so stuff like the clutch is something I would use if I had a shifter, because
well, I don't mean like that. I mean like my pedals, they're technically loose on the ground, you know?
Yeah.
And then also my chair has a little give. I'm also like really close, so yeah, I'm just not.
Well, the way I get over that kind of stuff is like, I use my left foot as an anchor on the pedals.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm doing.
It keeps
I'm also
anything from moving.
I'm technically using the pedals with 2 feet.
You're using your left foot to brake?
Yep.
It's not good driving practice, Stick.
That's how I learned, technically.
Who taught you that?
My grandfather.
I don't think your grandfather was an expert in driving cars, I'm sorry. That's how you wear out brake pads.
By using my left foot to brake?
Yeah.
Why?
So, because if you have your left there and you still have your right with the throttle, you can inadvertently be pressing the throttle while pressing the brake.
Oh, no, I don't mean like while I'm like, how should I say this? Even in like my real life driving, I don't use the brake pedal. Like if I see a stoplight, I'll let the car coast as far as it'll go until I need to hit the brake.
I do that too, but I still don't use my left foot for the brake. See, if you learn how to drive a manual, you'll pretty much never have to use a brake when you get used to it, because you can just let the car engine brake itself.
Yeah. Dude, teaching my girlfriend that concept was so hard.
Wish I could teach my mother.
She bought a new car, right?
Right.
And I should say she bought a new car off of her mother's demands. So she you know, because they were partly gonna be on the financing and stuff like that, she went with what it make them at least not angry at you, you know?
Yeah.
So based on that, she ended up getting a Volkswagen Jetta diesel version. And it's a fine car, but you know what the diesel engines like to do?
Brake?
Engine brake.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
A lot. More than a diesel or a gasoline car. Ah, yeah. Almost kept her off the wall. But so, like, the first month of her having it was like me trying to teach her the concept of engine braking. Cause she'd go to like slow down for a stoplight, press the brake while the engine's already braking, and then reduce our speed by like 20 miles per hour in like 2 feet.
And so you would just lurch forward.
Yeah, no, we'd end up going like, instead of 30 slowly approaching a stop sign, we'd go like to 5 with my head in the dashboard.
I need to teach my mother the concept of engine braking. She always wonders why I get tense when we're coming up to a stoplight. And I still wonder why she doesn't need new brake pads in her car.
Nice one, a new PB.
Although she did have to get a new battery recently, but that's probably because she had the original battery in the car.
How old's the car?
5 years.
Well, that's pretty good.
It's funny because my Mazda. What?
That's unheard of up here.
It's funny because my Mazda's battery was made in 2011.
Yeah, but battery tech hasn't changed that much.
Yeah, but it still works. Like, it's 9 years old and it's still going. In fact, battery tech hasn't changed at all in like 100 years. As evident by the fact that when I went to go and check out my mother's battery when she was complaining about the carb having a hard start, I realized it was a serviceable battery.
I think what you mean to say there, Lily, is that car battery tech hasn't changed.
Fair enough, you're right. I figured it was implied.
Well, I say that because technically you can buy different batteries.
Yeah.
Like my father put a fucking marine battery in his pickup truck.
Probably functions the same way as a
It's a lithium battery.
Ah, okay.
Yep.
Blue flag, let him through.
Oh, fuck you, game. Blue flag, let him through. No, fuck that. Brace me, bitch.
Alright.
First time I've seen you all fucking game. and before you fucking spin me. Or I spin myself.
Oh, I'm so used to doing that with Ranak. And oh gosh, I hit the speed bump. By doing that, I mean I'm the one spinning out because I'm trying to keep him from passing.
Did you really lap me twice?
That was
Oh, I
the
guess you
second
did.
lap,
You
yeah.
did lap me while I was spun around at one time.
Yeah. But are you getting the hang of it?
Yeah, I think the other problem is you know when it's fighting and you're fighting it and then you start clicking the gears almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost like I'm afraid to do that.
Oh, so you just got to get used to
Yeah, I just got to get used to it, you know. I'm also got to get used to the fucking force feedback, not rumble.
Yeah, let's do something a little more modern then.
I mean, it was fine. Like I said, I just got to get got to get used to it.
Well, when I was like, we got to do something more modern, it's just because I wanted to do something more modern.
Oh, that's understandable. Have a nice day.
But the track, that's another story. I guess Laguna Seca is okay. It's a good modern track.
What do I want to drive?
I would recommend the Mustang RTR GTR 4 because it's
Yeah?
the one car in this class that isn't. It's like pretty good without any touching of it. I learned that the GT86 is a pain in the ass until you actually fuck with the settings on it, and then it's drivable. And the the Mustang Boss, is it's a
until you
slippery
actually
plane.
get it set up.
Yeah. Like the Mustang Boss is really slippery. The Expo just doesn't have power. And everything else just kind of meh. I'd say
Thinking,
the
I want to kind of take the Porsche.
I mean, you can try the Porsche.
Yeah, screw it. I'm not gonna get better unless I challenge myself.
That's a good attitude to have. That's why I bought a rotary.
Just think, Lolly. Birds can't learn to fly till they throw themselves out of the nest. That's probably a lie.
Can't
I'm probably
wait
the
to get
worst for
started on.
advice.
I mean, it's not wrong.
Yeah,
Okay,
but it's
get
probably
ready.
not
Let's make a nice
good
clean getaway.
advice.
Get to the first corner first, and you can take him.
Well, theoretically, it follows under the same advice that my father would give me of you don't learn how to do anything unless you're willing to fail.
Probably should shift.
Yeah, don't blow your engine on the first lap.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Hard brake. Also, a good rule of racing is never go into first gear if you're actually driving around. Mainly for higher powered cars, it just becomes
Oh,
a
way
mess.
too much brake, way too much brake. Oh my god, I'm applying too much brake now, Lolly.
Just gotta learn braking. You also gotta get used to the sensitivity. I don't know how sensitive your brake pedals are. Mine are like real loose, hard. And I never really use the hard part because
Mine's
that means
pretty
I have.
good. I think my problem is just that I'm... Oh, I hate that turn.
Yeah, I went through the gravel too, so don't worry about that.
Oh, I didn't go in the gravel. I just
Oh,
I just can't see going. Now I went in the gravel. I just can't see anything.
Remember, this last turn here is a doozy.
Oopsies. There we go. Do we have to do a pit or no?
No, I didn't put mandatory pit on.
Okay.
Had to remember because last race I didn't get it. You didn't yell at me about it.
Yeah.
Boxer power. We're actually both using boxer cars.
We are.
Oh my gosh. Boxer boys!
Nope, that's the wall.
Should we restart it?
Nah, it hasn't damaged me for some reason.
Game's finicky about it.
I think I'm just hitting the wall like perfectly flat. So all it's gonna apply is cosmetic damage. That was gravel through the corner. Oh well. Hi.
I'm breaking my own rule I just told you about never going into first gear.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Where'd you go into first?
the last turn and turn 1 and 2.
That last turn I think is okay. I mean, you basically have to drop all speed, you know?
Yeah.
Oh. Come on. Now I'm just getting stuck overthinking about it.
I mean, game, you're telling me that Stick Boy put down a faster lap than me?
Wait, did I really?
It just said that's the fastest lap of the race, and that means that you possibly put down a faster lap than me because.
Well, I mean, my lap 1 and 2 were really clean, so this
Yeah.
one hasn't been. Oh, that's a fucking corner cut. Whoopsies.
My brakes are not liking this track.
The track or you?
Well, they're not liking me driving on this track. They are getting spicy.
Oh, that was bad.
Whoa, traction control, you didn't do a good job there, bud. Touched a fucking curb and it's like, yeah, about traction control.
What's traction?
How about no? And it just sent me flying left, and I overcorrected right, and I went into the wall.
Too much brake again. Not enough brake. Come on. Yep, I know. I know, Porsche. You don't like me right now. I don't care. You can go cry about it to somebody later. Who cares?
We'll cry about it to the mechanic. Throws up 7 different codes. Oh, that's the wonderful thing about my 2 cars.
No codes?
They don't have OBD scanners at all, so they don't throw codes. If there's a problem with the car, you find it yourself.
Like they weren't made with OBD codes?
No, they're
Coder?
before OBD.
Oh,
They were
dude, I
ma-
bet you could find like a mod to add them though.
That would require like a whole computer.
Dude, I would do it on the rotary though. Are you kidding?
They're pretty like, the big thing about OBDs are that mostly there to tell you when sensors for like emissions go bad.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like,
When I'm done with this car, it's gonna have like coolant sensors, which are mechanical.
yeah, but I mean, like, you don't you still need an OBD computer to read that stuff?
No,
Oh, I thought you had to have those so that they could translate it into usable language.
no, the OBD computers just basically tell you when something is messed up. Like
Oh.
it's like the computer. So basically, the way the computer works is it will several times, like a second, run through everything that's going on. So say like your engine misfires, it'll see that and be like, all right, that was a misfire, probably nothing too worrisome. But if it senses it like
Again?
seven times in a minute, it'll be like, all right, there's a problem here, send out a code.
Yeah.
And then over the course of the next few minutes, it'll continue monitoring it. If it notices it goes away for a few minutes, it'll take the code away.
Oh, okay. See, I've learned in college that computers, or most of the time, the computers in cars is more for translation rather than actual function, you know?
Yeah.
Like translating the steering and all and the brake and all that, like the position data into usable mechanical data. So I just didn't know if it was the same thing, you know?
Nah, it's just basically going over all the systems and seeing if something's not
Nice one, that's your
reading 100. Alright, Chief, I'm gonna have you pull over. Your left brake light ain't working.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you hit the brakes, only the right one comes on.
Well, I guess now we know what side I hit the wall on. Oh. All right, I concede.
Aha! If there's one thing I've learned from Ranak, it's how to be aggressive. Because he
Actually,
drives...
I was just losing it on the outside.
Well, fair enough, but if there's one thing I used to never be until I got this wheel, it was aggressive in driving. Now, thanks to Ranak being like the most over-competitive person when it comes to this game I've ever seen, got a little bit more of a I'm not gonna take your crap kind of attitude when it comes to going through corners.
Oh, I hate that corner. It's so aggressive.
Yeah, it's kind of the oh gosh, traction control, please.
Bye-bye. Nope. Nope. No. Okay, Lolly, we both spun out there. Oil slick. Somebody spilled oil on the track.
Avi. funny because the only time I've seen my traction control light on my Honda come on was because I came to a stop at a stoplight and the front right tire sat in some oil. And so when I stepped on it to go, that tire started spinning.
The new
And
personal
the
best.
traction
Great
control
job.
said, oh, nope. Ranak! I called you Ranak because I'm so used to him doing stuff like this. Backwards racing time. Why am I doing good at this?
Because it's basically the same thing that you just did 7 times forwards.
Yeah, but I'm doing it using the world's smallest race screen.
Oh, are you actually using like the rear view?
Yeah. Oh. I gave up. Your car
Ow.
doesn't look too good. I wonder what happened. I'm gonna go use the restroom. I'll be back.
I can do a burnout now. It was. I think they wouldn't let you on a controller because it couldn't keep it in. Come here, Lolly. Let's do some else. Oh, now ABS is kicking in. Rotate.
Yay! Oh, my
Oh, it
hair's
was
all over the
closer to
place.
you.
All right, Mister, I'm getting better pants. You ready to die?